Coming up, Ashley farmer Kurt Groshans has been released from a Ukrainian prison. Now, Senator John Hoeven's office is working to get him back to the U.S. Plus, a $350 million soybean crushing facility broke ground in Spiritwood. How the value-added project will make a big impact on industries in towns across North Dakota. And with summer travel upon us, record gas prices are causing pain at the pump. Why prices could skyrocket even higher at any moment.
Putting North Dakota first. KX News at noon starts now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for watching KX News. I'm Josh Menny. Leading local, a farmer from Ashley, jailed in the Ukraine, has now been released from jail but remains in the war-torn country for now. Kurt Groshans is charged with attempting to assassinate Ukraine's one-time agriculture minister. The conditions of Groshans' release are not immediately clear. In a statement to KX News, Senator John Hoeven says, quote, Mr. Groshans is no longer in prison. However, he's still in Ukraine. We continue to work with his family, our State Department, and Ukrainian officials in regard to his fair treatment and safety, end quote. Senator Hoeven's office tells KX News the senator met with U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Bridget Brink, and briefed her on the situation and the need to make sure Groshans receives fair treatment. The senator's office went on to say that for security reasons and out of respect for Groshans' family, the office is unable to provide further details. Primary elections are on June 14th, which is less than 2 weeks away. KX News is your local election headquarters, and we're keeping you informed on who will be on your ballot this year. The candidates for Minot Mayor, Minot City Council, the Minot Public School Board, and the Ward County Commission were part of a forum where they were able to introduce themselves and speak about their platforms. Those attending the forum asked questions about local issues and how the candidates plan to improve the area. The event was hosted by the Minot Association of Builders and moderated by CEO Kayla Pulvermacher.
To hear who really aligns with their beliefs and who will impact their bottom line, that's really important. And so getting involved and getting to listen to the candidates is a really great chance to do that.
This evening on KX News at 5, Kiara Brown will dive into the answers from Thursday's forum and the platforms of the 3 candidates in the race for Minot Mayor. The state's first dedicated soybean processing plant broke ground in Spiritwood Thursday. Governor Doug Burgum and Lieutenant Governor Brent Sanford were joined by officials from ADM and Marathon Petroleum at the Spiritwood Energy Park, breaking ground on the Green Bison soy processing plant. Once built, the $350 million facility will process up to 150,000 bushels of soybeans per day. It will also supply vegetable oil as a feedstock or raw material for MPC's renewable diesel refinery in Dickinson, helping them in turn produce up to 75 million gallons of renewable diesel every year. The Green Bison facility is expected to be fully online by the 2023 harvest. There was a groundbreaking for a new center to teach technical skills Thursday. Dunseith's new $15 million Career and Technology Center will soon be under construction. Lauren Davis tells us what this means for job growth in the region.
On Thursday, there was a groundbreaking for the new Career and Technology Center, which is right across from Dunseith High School.
It gives our students industry certification coming right out of high school, and so they'll be employable, hit the workforce, trained, ready to go in different areas such as welding or plumbing, or we have the RV tech, health careers, food service.
There was also a cultural prayer and dance to honor the land where this new center will be before construction begins.
One of our medicines we use is the Kinnicknick, the tobacco, and we offer that so that, you know, we let them know what we're going to be doing and why we're doing it. We make an offering, and so we would do that to Earth Mother because you're going to be disturbing her when you go in and you start building on her. So let them know what's happening.
The project has an estimated price of $15 million, and the center is expected to be completed by next year.
There's quite an interest already, and a lot of that comes through word of mouth and through excitement. other kids. We have a great population of hands-on students, and they like to work with their hands and build things, and so this is up their alley.
The center will also have a training program for the Hofer RV manufacturing plant where students will be able to learn skills to be an RV technician. This helps students prepare for a stable career right in town thanks to a one-of-a-kind program.
The first high school in North America to be able to get this level 2 program running, which is also going to have state high school credits, I think that's wonderful, because this is a program that was initially designed for technical colleges, and now we're bringing it down to that grade 9 to 12 level.
And if this program is successful, Hofer says these types of opportunities will only grow here in North Dakota. For KX News in Dunseith, I'm Lauren Davis.
Hofer says the training program will create a feeder system for students to be able to work at the manufacturing plant after completing the program. The FDA is now facing an audit over the nation's baby formula crisis, leading to nationwide shortages. The Health and Human Services Inspector General says they are looking into the FDA's handling of the Abbott infant formula recall. They are working to determine whether the agency followed the proper inspections and recall process at the Abbott facility in Michigan. During a meeting with formula manufacturers this week, President Joe Biden said he was not aware how severely the Abbott plant closure affected U.S. supply until April, about 2 months after the facility closed.
I don't think anyone anticipated the impact of the shutdown of one facility.
Starting next week, shipments from the UK and Australia will deliver more than 680,000 pounds of formula products. The FDA also says it expects almost 250,000 cans from the German company Nestle to be available this June and July. Dozens of students from across the state traveled to learn the roles carried out by local government officials. New today, Cameron Brewer reports on how 4-H students receive knowledge of government operations.
Students are learning all the aspects when it comes to local government, everything from state attorneys' responsibilities to human resources and law enforcement.
Because they're the people that lead our country and our towns and our cities, so I think it's important that we get our leadership from them, and then we can kind of build off of that.
Putting a face to the titles. Many county government employees maintain roles that will benefit students in their future career interests. The Morton County Assistant State Attorney opened the courtroom just for the students to answer any questions they had about the legal profession.
I love law. I love learning about it. It's more of a hobby than, I guess, a career path for me.
Matea Nelson is still making up her mind on her career choice, and she wants to learn more.
I'm not really for sure yet. I probably like a fish and wildlife guide or like a history teacher.
And like all young adults, she's very open-minded in the career front. She even has an interest in the criminal justice system.
I am looking forward to speaking with the sheriff of Mandan.
4-H organizers say it's important to engage with students because they are the future leaders in the community, and they will make a difference. And to them, it's important to show the community the importance of having young adults in the workforce. Weber even completed a project that involved getting businesses to hire younger recruits.
That kind of project has really got me into investing myself in my community and making it a better place so I can retain young people.
An opportunity to learn about meteorology and have some fun was in town thanks to the National Weather Service. John Paul Martin hosted a Skywarn event in Minot this Thursday. Skywarn seminars are held about 20 times a year with the goal of teaching people everything they need to know about severe weather. Martin is sure to explain what people should or should not do when severe weather like tornadoes or flash flooding comes around. It's also his job to recruit weather spotters to report back to the National Weather Service.
You know, folks think, well, you issued a warning and you said golf ball size hail. I got golf ball size hail, so you knew what was going to happen. In reality, we didn't know. We thought we knew, but we need that confirmation.
And the goal is to teach science in an interesting, fun, and applicable way. If you'd like to offer a Skywarn training in your area, we have a link to do so over on kxnet.com. Record high gas prices are turning into major speed bumps for Americans who plan to travel this summer. Today, the nation's average price for a gallon of regular Ford gas, $4.76, another new record. Chris Van Cleve talked to one driver about the high cost of going on a trip.
Pain at the pump is written all over Debbie Carl's face.
Looks like you did almost $100 this time.
It's awful. It's awful. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the second time we fueled up. The first time was $75. So we're going to spend like probably $600 or $800 in gas.
She, her daughters, and grandkids are driving 650 miles each way for a long weekend of camping.
Are the gas prices ever going to go down, or do you think this is...
I hope so.
But don't expect it to get better anytime soon, says Gas Buddy's Patrick DeHaan.
This may be the low point for the summer in what could become certainly a very expensive summer to fill your tank.
Demand for oil is outpacing supply. The war in Ukraine means millions of barrels a day of Russian oil stay off the market. U.S. and OPEC are increasing oil production, but it's still below pre-pandemic levels. Capacity at U.S. refineries that turn crude oil into gasoline also remains below 2019 output. While demand may peak midsummer, that's right when hurricane season ramps up.
Will we see a hurricane disrupt refining? If we do, that could prolong how long it will take to see a reprieve in prices. We're simply biding time until the next major headline.
A year ago, it would have cost about $50 to fill up this SUV. Now, $78. That is pain at the pump.
Some relief may come in the fall, but for now, prices are only likely to rise. Debbie Carl says even if it costs her more to get there, she can't put a price on family time. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Still to come on KX News, after weeks of training in Kenya and injuring herself, a Bismarck athlete and her trainee are getting ready to compete for the United States in the World Running Championships. Plus, speaking of getting outside and getting our hearts pumping, meteorologist Dave Holder will tell us how that outdoor weather will be for the week ahead in your full forecast next.